Hey everyone, welcome to Our Small Footprint. My name is Nyssa, and if you're new here, we are a family of 8 who live off-grid in Australia. You'll have to excuse the squinting. It is only 7:30 in the morning and it is very glary out here. There is some really low cloud cover, and my spot where I normally go, which is under the secondary solar, and therefore I have a lit roof, the geese are in that space at the moment, and I just couldn't be bothered chasing them out and going, and it's just easier to stand here. Today's video is actually Hamper. I had completely forgotten it was Hamper video. It was Hamper week on Saturday and it's Monday and I still haven't got it out. So I recorded it when we picked it up, but then just completely forgot about it. So I've been doing so much of the shop stock just to get those first initial flush of orders out. The packaging is supposed to arrive today, tomorrow in the post office, so I can start shipping stuff out this week, which is fantastic because I'm getting a pile of stuff that I don't want to get all, you know, mixed up and things like that. So the laser engraver is running for quite a few hours every day to get the stuff done. The laser cut stars have been very popular. And that's great. So I've been drawing them at night and then cutting them the next day, and I spent a couple of hours watching YouTube last night and just adding the loops to them all, so that's really cool. And it's just really nice to see all the artwork coming up on these things, and it's pretty exciting. So thank you everyone who's ordered. Now if anyone ordered a family tree, make sure to check your emails within the next few days of when you ordered it to get your proof. So I will email a proof through with it laid out, just in case I can't interpret, like I interpret what you write as to how you want it laid out, but you need to double check it for me in case you want the order changed. So just make sure to keep an eye out for that. I've got one that hasn't come back as approved so far, so I will resend the email every few days for about a week, and then if I don't get a response, I'm just going to cut it as is and hope for the best, because I can't just, you know, hold it indefinitely, especially if you're looking for it before Christmas sort of thing. So we've been tied up with that. Also planning the next supply run. So it is Monday and I'll be leaving next Tuesday, so we've only got a week until I go to the next supply run. And Darryl and I are looking at doing some ketovore, carnivore style eating for the next trip, over the next 8 weeks post this trip, to see if it helps with a few issues. So there's a lot of planning that needs to be, you know, taken into account there, and I've been looking at a lot of recipes and a lot of, you know, ideas of how much of what we need to do. So in the meantime, we got the hamper on Saturday, as I said. So I recorded that and I will show you that. So we are very lucky. We have access to a food hamper, food pantry type situation out here that is run by Peter and Lois. So Peter and Lois run Aberdeen Pantry, and they have every 4 weeks-ish, it's once a month, they run a food pantry, food hamper situation. And we pre-purchased the hamper, so it's $50 for the hamper, and you get whatever you get within that hamper, and you pre-purchase it by like the Monday before, and it gets delivered on a Saturday to Peter and Lois's place, and you collect it from there, so it's somewhere local, which is handy for us. We do have access to a couple of other ones. There is a food bank in Toowoomba and a Loaves and Fishes in Toowoomba as well, but we very rarely go to Toowoomba, so it's not as convenient for us, but it's there if we need it. I try and remember to mention other ones when I do the videos, and if anyone has questions about ones in their area, if you put it in the comments, then normally people will pipe in if they know of anything. So that if you're looking for one, make sure you do that. So for $50, the hamper is, you get what you get. You get some pantry goods, you get some frozen goods, you get a bunch of stuff, and you don't really know what you're going to get. You generally get a box full of some sort of fruit and veg as well, and then they hopefully have access to some bins of fruit and veg as well that you then pay gold coin donations for, or whatever. Apparently, I think I said gold coin donations last month, and apparently I was corrected. I think it's $2 a bag now. So $2 is a gold coin, but it's the higher end gold coin. And some things are on a per item price as well. I think the cauliflower last month was a per item basis. I don't know. Darryl goes and collects it all and then gives me a total, and I transfer anything extra that I need to transfer into the pantry fund. So because we never seem to have any cash. So this month's hamper, I'll show it to you and then I'll come back afterwards. Alrighty, this month's hamper, we have a bag of quick oats, some wheat bix, another bag of that frozen mash, which I still haven't tried. It's still sitting in the freezer. I did mean to take it to Mum's. I didn't, but I got some advice about using it, though it does have butter in it, so I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Some of your frozen meals. We've got chicken ricotta, something, pork stir fry, another chicken ricotta, and a cottage pie. There is a vegetable casserole and a creamy chicken and mushroom, I don't know, soup maybe. There is a pack of chicken breast fillet and some sausages, as well as a small amount of beef mince, some dried spirals, and some spaghetti. There is a butter chicken jar and a bolognese jar, as well as some chicken stock and a soup, a vegetable and lentil packet of soup. We've got a tomato sauce and a Kentucky-style habanero sauce, some margarine, some antibacterial wipes, and the Boost Kids Multivitamin, that one says. So one of the dissolvable tablets, some Mexican sauce, diced tomatoes, tin spaghetti, baked beans, and peas and carrots, as well as some of the Japanese-style mayo and the vegetable stock pots, the Vegeta vegetable stock pots. Some of the little catering biscuits. There's a dozen of those, and a Chinese fried rice spice blend mix, a packet of hot and spicy onion rings, some loaves of bread, and a packet of burger buns. The mixed veggies that came with the hamper was some chilies, some corn cobs, and some zucchini. And then Darryl actually grabbed another bag of zucchini as well, because we don't have any at the moment, and a bag of tomatoes. He also went into the food pantry shop and grabbed a few treats, some of the spicy ramen twisties that everyone likes, some sea salt potato chips, another bag of the onion rings, and of course my favorite biscuits that he tends to grab me every time he goes to the hamper. So that was everything for this month. So that was this month's hamper. Now it's a fairly small one for this particular month. The value is always over the $50. Like, you'd always spend more than $50 to get the stuff that you're getting. But we do find it a little difficult sometimes that the items that we're getting are a little not relevant, I suppose. Like, if it was just Darryl and I, then these would be amazing, because you'd have so many meals out of it and things like that. But being that it's all 8 of us, sometimes they're a little they're just a top-up snack sort of thing a lot of the time. So a little bit of fresh veg. There was only zucchini, chilies, and zucchini this month, which we will use. The chilies will probably just go in the freezer to make the next batch of cowboy candy, and the zucchini, I'm going to make some zucchini fritters today and things like that. But normally we try and get some apples, things like that, which is really good as a top up during the month for the kids and stuff, and there wasn't any of that this month. But it was, as I said, it's always well and truly worth over the $50. Some months are definitely better than others, but it's always good value, and it's just lovely to have that service available out here for us to do that. We have been lucky in this period. Darryl has had to go to Pittsworth to the physio a few times over this month, so if we've needed to pick up anything, then he's been able to. And the geese. And I did one small click and collect order that he grabbed for me while he was there, which I filmed and I'll share with the next supply run. Basically, we ran out of potatoes and stuff, so we got some fresh potatoes so that we could have potatoes over the last couple of weeks. But it's always a little bit challenging in that last couple of weeks of the shopping period, just because it requires a little bit more thought, a little bit more planning, a little bit more creativity. And having those hampers sometimes helps to bump that. It provides us with a few bits and pieces extra into the mix rather than just what we've got left. So, like, by the end of the month, we generally have a lot of bolognese left, a lot of sausages left, and things like that, and that's all tasty food, but it gets repetitive. So getting those extra few bits and pieces in is sometimes just really nice with the hamper. And the fresh fruit and veg is always welcome. We still have plenty of frozen veg. I buy enough frozen veg that we always still have frozen veg at the end of the month. So I buy kilo bags. The mix that I personally like is a carrot, corn, beans broccoli mix, I think it is, and that's my preferred mix of veggies. We do have some frozen broccoli and beans left from the processing that we've done in the last couple of shopping trips as well, though we're not enjoying it anywhere near as much as we enjoy the frozen. All frozen veg are a little but the frozen veg that I buy, they cook up much nicer than the stuff that I'm freezing, and I've tried all different ways and I can't figure it out, and maybe I'm just too fussy. So that was this month's hamper. Now, I still have like 3 or 4 food videos to get out this week. It's going to be a bit of a packed week of videos this week and next week while I'm doing the planning, I think, to catch up on what I was slack with. My voice is still not 100%. I'm still having to pause to cough quite a bit because there's an itch that's a really irritating itch, and everyone's still coughing a little bit. So no one got particularly sick, no one got, any sort of infections or anything, but everyone's still coughing, and it's disruptive sleep, and it's just not very pleasant. I also babysat for a couple of days last week, which always throws your timelines off a little bit, having an extra person in the house, even if it's a baby, or maybe especially because it's a baby, then it throws things out a little bit. But I am working really hard to get these orders through as well, and hopefully I'll get some more influx of orders towards Christmas. It'd be really nice to keep this going for indefinitely. Well, I'd like to keep the shop open indefinitely, and add to it when I do new runs of art and things like that. But it'd be really nice to have some more runs of sales in the lead up to Christmas with some of this Christmas stuff, but I'm pretty happy with how it went anyway. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Hopefully in the next couple of days I'll get the next food video out. I'm going to spend some time in the kitchen too. Now that we're in summer, I badly need to do granola and yogurt and things like that, so I will film all that too and share that as well. I don't think I've done a what we eat in a week this month. I might manage to do that over this week. We'll see how we go. But anyway, squirrel. So I will see you all on the next video. Thank you guys.